Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's an
he
excuse,
does
just like
admit
when he
that.
says, "Whoa, my ADHD." No, that's just you not wanting to accept your fucking personal,
Yeah, but even a
stupidity.
retard, if you tell them enough times, time and time again, like we've reached out and said it so many, we're screaming it. Like,
Dude,
get rid of him. Like, it's like we're screaming it out. He knows what's
people
going
with
on.
Down syndrome have better sense than fucking Joe Cronin.
He knows what's going on, Bullsy. He does.
He knows
Joe
totally
knows all.
what's going on.
Yeah,
and he's
he knows
doing it
what's going on.
purpose.
Well, I mean, he left me a
This
DM.
is a tit for tat thing. This is literally a tit for tat, specifically because Ken. Okay.
Right.
Oh, Ken doesn't
Right.
like this guy. I like this guy.
Right.
Oh, Ken likes this guy. Well, I don't like this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
funny though because he's shown up on shows that Wire set up, discussed things, debated, yelled, whatever with Ken. But whenever I'm around,
Yeah.
the guy that worked with him
Jordan
way longer than Joe.
will not
Oh,
join.
well,
Mostly since
it
necessarily
started,
almost since
it's more
Joe's start.
beneficial because
Shit's
chances are
unlisted,
because you were on the
motherfuckers.
Patreon, you brought him more money than I did. Okay, I'll accept that. But I did work with him longer. Supposedly, I should have been able to communicate with him. Screenshot shows that even with me and Jesse try to talk to him, he fucking freaks out and fucking blocks us. But this just goes to show that basically Joe refuses to speak to me one-on-one. Why? Why?
I don't know.
Is
Weird.
that?
You know why? I know why. Because he knows you know what the deal is and the truth, and he doesn't want to face that because you could easily say to him, Joe, I know what's going on. Why are you doing this? Like, what could he answer to you? What kind of answer could he give you of why he's doing this?
Haha, motherfuckers.
He doesn't
Can't
want to
see
answer
nothing,
that.
YR.
He does not want to. He'd rather speak to Scott and keep going that route than to like answer the question of why
Isn't
do
that
you keep.
mind-boggling, dude?
It really
Isn't
is. That's
that
why I'm in shock.
mind-boggling?
That's why
Rather
last
than
night
fucking
when he was
maybe
talking to him, it was-
repatriate with fucking Dave Rose trying to like smooth things out. No, let's fucking throw fucking nuclear fuel onto the fire and associate with
instead of
Scott.
giving the fans that loved Joe and loved me with him and loved you with him and loved all of us there, instead of giving them what they wanted, he'd rather sacrifice it for Scott. Just like when me and Filthy went back to Corrupted for one episode. We got it up enough to come back for one episode after all that garbage that happened. And we came back, and one day after we did that Corrupted episode, he was schizo again. He went schizo and said, you guys are talking shit about me. You're doing it. And meanwhile, me and Filthy looked at each other like, what the fuck, dude? We didn't even say anything. We haven't even spoken to anybody. Like, it was weird, man.
This clip from yesterday, he fucking, like, Scott brings up Final Frontier News, and Joe freaks out and is like, no, let's not, like, sort of like, let's not even talking about it.
Yeah. You don't want to
Fucking
face the truth.
hilarious.
And, like, he could have very easily, when this first went down with Scott and all this shit was getting to a head, and we were like, okay, we've literally all have had enough with this. A lot of these people would not be cool with each other and talking to each other right now. And started out with rocky relationships, man. A lot of us started out with rocky relationships with each other, right? Now, YR, Young Republican, who you know, Bullsy, right, is a guy that at first people thought as a troll, right? But then he did big things and got signs on shows and shit, right? And started like intermingling with Joe on Monetize This and stuff like that, right? So we would talk about him, mention him on air. So he was a bit of a known guy in the community because, he was interacting with us and stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, there was like a huge blowout because YR would do something stupid or say something stupid. And then there would be a blowout, right? And then it would be like, okay, don't talk to him no more. And then when nobody would talk to him anymore, people started looking at him as an asshole and treating him like shit and stuff like that, which sometimes he did deserve because he would say crazy shit, right? He would say crazy shit every once in a while, and people would get pissed. And, yeah, he's done crazy things. And Joe, all of a sudden, out of nowhere one day, would do a show with Young Republican, bring him on to his backup channel.
Yeah, we did a show. Yeah, a full show,
right?
a couple hours.
They would do a show and everything, right? And then like a month later, if I did a show with him, or I talked to YR, or I became cool with him, it would be, oh, look, he's friends with trolls now. Look at him, he's surrounding himself with these hack-ass trolls. That's all YR is. And I'm like, wait a second. A month ago, he was good enough for you to do a show with. It's like, it's always with Joe, it's always like, when you're useful for him, he'll entertain you and bring you in if you're useful to him in any way. And what Scott doesn't get is that if you speak to Joe privately and you talk to him behind the scenes and you ask him, why do you hang around Scott? His excuse to you will be privately, you know what? He's a real psycho, dopey bastard, and I just keep him around for my amusement, and he's funny every once in a while, and I just play around with him. He's a dope, basically a dopey idiot. He said it on air one night, right out in the open. He's like, oh,
That's what he says. That's what he says.
Well,
but you know, and if people go back and listen to this, you know that he's scared of what Scott may do. But you also hear in this clip, which I thought was hilarious, was that Scott sounded very much like a dog with his tail between his legs. So not only was he like trying to warm up to Joe there, he was
Daddy called him his daddy.
Yeah, but you'll also notice that he did interrupt him multiple times, and yet again, Scunty boy, who claims that his Christian therapy will have removed all electronic devices from him, and also was going to stop drinking, was clearly under the influence when he was constantly interrupting Joe.
I steer it on 480.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, he also comments that he was Joe called him out on the lie about going to the hospital, but then he's like, yeah, me and Shell thought it up, but then the next day I actually did go and blah blah. And this guy saying,
Joe Cronin's live, everyone. Joe Cronin's live.
Yeah, I got the notification.
Yeah.
Of course, because I'm going live soon, dude. Of course, bro. Every time I go live, he goes live, bro. It's insane, dude. It's insane, bro.
No harm.
Who's
Oh,
live?
Listen.
No harm done.
No harm done.
Plenty of harm done. Change that show to Plenty of Harm Done. No harm done to Plenty of Harm Done.
Well,
because Scott
ladies and gentlemen, until Joe Cronin has the guts to discuss race with devious Dave Rose, just remember that forevermore Joe Cronin shall be labeled a pussy. Until he can actually debate, or at least have the guts to be on a show with me to debate race, he shall forevermore be known as a pussy.
Dude, I'm telling you, I really don't get it, man.
And Bullsy, if I may talk, I might real quick.
I'm going on my shit, and I'm gonna go fucking ape shit tonight. Fuck this shit. Dude.
Wait, Ken, what about NHF?
I got a lot of fire.
I'm done with this shit, dude. Seriously, I'm really done with it. I'm just, yeah.
May I join you tonight? I've got a lot of fire to spread.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, yeah, I mean, this is just getting to be, this is bullshit, man. This is bullshit.
Who's fucking Cronin?
This is getting to be bullshit now, man. It really is, man. This is crazy. He'd rather sacrifice all of us, the guys that really did make him money and grow him and had his back for real. No,
you said it straight up with the first word.
Real.
You sacrificed.
Yeah, dude, man. I used to work fucking weekends for him, bro. They changed my schedule, and I worked for a year, Friday and Saturday night for him, bro. I changed my show, which was booming at the time. Okay, I had a ton of people watching me. All right, it was booming, and I ended my show at 12 o'clock so I could jump on Corrupted every night with him because he had to slap it right up against my show. Every time. And now what I get in return years later is that he befriends even the biggest douchebag scumbag in the entire community who has done damage to multiple people and continues to lie. Continues to lie. I mean, it's nuts to me. The thanks we all get is that he befriends this guy and goes live over me constantly. And like, I don't sit there and complain about it. I just keep going live. I mind my own business. And then somebody has the balls say, why does Kenton talk about Cronin so much? And why does he mention him? Why? What do you mean, why? Are you serious? Like, look what I have to deal with. I've sat there for months not saying a fucking word about Joe. And then I got to hear multiple shots against me in a show every other night. I got to hear multiple shots against me all the fucking time. And then he sits there and says, well, they're not against you. You know, I don't use names. Yeah, well, you know what? You vaguely speak about people constantly.
That's what he said to Scott McKinnon. Well, I'm not going to name drop names. I don't know who it is.
Yeah. You don't use names.
He's got
That's
screenshots that apparently prove certain things. So which one is it?
Exactly. There's no proof. And every time he says there's people threatening and trying to kill him and saying this and that, where's all the proof? There's never people ask for it. I see the screenshots of people saying, Joe, can you please show me this proof? Like, not even being dicks, like honestly wanting to see it. Like, can I see who I need to watch out for? Because you don't mention their names. You kind of vaguely speak, and I'd like to know who the fuck this asshole is so I can stay away from them. I seen people ask him shit like this. And then they come to me and they're like, yo, he won't answer me. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like I don't even speak to him anymore, really. You know, so I was invited to episode 300.
It was just like, you know.
And I would have been there.
When you deleted my comment, I was like, well, I guess when he deleted my comment, I was like, maybe I guess he just doesn't want people to see it because I can still go to my notifications and see it.
Dude, he does not, Bullsy. He does not want people to see that he speaks to Scott. He does not want anyone to know that he speaks to Scott at all. And you know why? Because he knows that his audience does not like Scott. They don't want him there. He bothers everybody in the chat constantly. He always bothers people in the chat. If he's talking nice to somebody, it's just to butter up to them to try to fuck with them. That's the only reason he would be nice to somebody. He's only nice to people just to talk and to get in there or to act like, oh, yeah, I'm a cool guy. You could talk to me. And then a week later, he's got your home address and your mother's name. And, you know, it's like a nightmare. It turns into a nightmare, like a living nightmare. You know, a lot of people come into these shows with different names, like Joe instead of Dan. Like, you know, fucking Ken instead of Kenny. I don't know. But, you know, a lot of people come into this shit with different names. But Scott was the very first person that I ever knew of in this entire community that started calling people out by their real names and fucking basically just throwing that shit out there for people, which wasn't that big of a deal, but it was a little weird in the beginning. Like, why does this dude keep looking up people's real names? And everybody was saying it in the community when he was doing it, because we were all experiencing Scott, all of us in this entire community, for the first time together, right?
Well,
So
it was his projection. It was the power trip. He's like, I know this guy's last name, so I'm just going to call you out on air, and what can you do? You know, the projection, which is why I called my show Power Trip.
Could you imagine if somebody came on air and all of a sudden they were like, or went on Twitter and said your mom and dad's name and didn't say who it was, but just put it out there and knew that you saw it? Like, you telling me that wouldn't be like,
Ken, let's break it down even further. Let's break it down even further. It's basically people coming on and saying, hey, Ken, you're fat. You're fat. It's like, really? Really? I haven't heard that before. You know, literally, I just got fat yesterday. So clearly, I've never heard that before. I'm going to be so triggered. Like, these people are just so fucking stupid.
If Nikki Nine,
it's just not even worth fucking acknowledging.
Get on cam, Tony. It's gray screen, Tony. Gray screen, Tony.
If Nikki
observing
J,
the trolls, they happen to repeat themselves, and
they say the
like,
same shit because it's the only thing they can say.
And
is
they
like,
only have knowledge that is pocket-sized, so they can't really take much information in.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. They're idiots, man. I don't even pay attention. I don't even see them.
I call it bulltard syndrome because that's kind of how Bullfrog acts in a way.
Yeah, I see right through them, man.
Listen, I'm sick as a dog today. I'm sick as a dog. I can't even stand up.
You can't play?
No, I can barely even sit.
Have Anne Frank massage your balls for you.
Listen, if fucking Nikki J ever comes on this program one more time, he's all done, dude. You know why? What did I say? What did I say last time?
Apologize to Junebug for me too. All right.
What did I say? I said, Nikki J, what happens if Joe goes live and we're live? Would you just, would you be here or would you be there? And obviously.
Well, I mean, listen, it doesn't matter where he wants to be. It's all.
No, it's just kind of fucked up. I just feel like,
Why? You can't feel
I'm here instead of Joe Cronin going live, and that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's
amazing, brother.
Well, because Joe wouldn't have gone live if me or Ken wasn't gone live. That's the thing. Exactly. And he named it No Harm Done, which is a jab at Ken's show.
Oh, my God, it's plenty of harm done, bro. How could he name that No Harm Done, bro? Like, it was plenty of harm done. He played my sound bites for a week and a half on his show.
It's a spite show. It's a show in spite.
On wrestling shows. He played them on wrestling shows. Me saying, oh, yeah, Joe's a bad dad. Joe's this, Joe's that. Like, speculating and saying how I felt about when I was asked the question if I think Joe's a good father or not. And I was honest about it. Because I know Joe. I've been to his house. I know him. You know what I mean? I was honest about it. It's just my opinion. It's not fact. Doesn't make it fact. It's just my opinion. And he went and played that for a week and a half on his show. So obviously, harm done in some way. And, I don't want to be
just your
observation.
You're just making an observation.
I don't want to be a dick like that to him, dude. I would never want to say that. If I was friends with Joe, I wouldn't say to him, hey, you're a bad father. I wouldn't want to say that to him. But it's just like, it's tit for tat and it gets dirty and people say nasty shit. And you know what? One time he came on and he cut a promo, or supposedly cut a promo to Scott, of all people. He's on with Scott. and he starts to cut this promo. He says he cut a promo where he was like saying, I'm going to fucking start off with these people you look over and you watch over down the block from your house, and I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to crumble them, and I'm going to destroy you and destroy your family, and like saying all this stuff, right, to nobody. He wasn't mentioning names. But what I got from it was I spoke to him about like 3 weeks earlier than that, and he knew that I take care of my family around the block. So when he made the statement, I'm going to go after your family around the block that you take care of, I automatically connected that to myself, and I fucking went ballistic, where I was like, you motherfucker, I will come to Boston, and I will rip you out of your house, and I will beat your living shit out of you, like, for saying that, because you know, and I know it was meant for me, and I still know it was meant for me till this day, but he denies it. And there was little things like that really pushes people to say some nasty shit like, oh, I don't think you're a good father. So do I regret saying some of the shit I said? In a way I do, and in a way I don't, because things get down and dirty and nasty, and he makes false claims about me all the time. So it's like, then I have to hit him with one of those, you know? I have to hit him with, yeah, I think you're a bad father.
I gotta be back. My dog barks again.
It's all good, brother. Anyway, yeah, I mean, plenty of harm done, obviously. I didn't want to make harm, and I don't want to hurt the guy, but plenty of harm done. You know what I mean?
I swear, man. No, really, I'm just over here instead of over at Joe's. And it's like, I've been watching Joe for about a year, then I'm over here. I'm more interested here than I ever been in the past year with Joe's.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
But just remember, Rosie, as well, we don't want to take a, like, we're not here to take you away.
That's real nice. Joe just took a call from someone that said, "I'm Tommy Fitton's dad from hell," and he's laughing about it. He's taking calls, Joe. I just heard just now. Really?
Whatever, bro. Like, we all fuck around and say nasty shit. Like, you can't really, like,
Tommy Fitton's father from hell. That's not really that funny. I would never say that. You would never say that. None of us would.
I never would go there, but whatever. I mean,
Joe entertains that. So.
Speaking of spicy comments, I believe Ken might be showing something very spicy tonight in regards to what Tommy tweeted out earlier.
Oh yeah, dude, funny shit, man. That is, but yeah, dude, like, it's funny because you say that you're having. What'd you say, Bullseye? You're having more fun here than you've had on Joe shit in a year. You say?
Well, yeah, kind of. Like, I just been over here is like, huh? Like, you know.
You know what it is, dude?
I dropped so many bombs on Joe. Is like, I'm kind of almost proud of it. But I'm over here, and I not only dropped like $50. It's like just been more fun.
And you've had a hell of a lot more fun for cheaper price.
Yeah,
huh?
Nobody cares about your money here.
Hey, Ken, it's like
I don't mean to attack. Like, I have to.
No, you're not. You're just being real.
We do,
dude.
I do.
You're just being real, bro. You're just being real, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
No problem.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. And, like, you want to know something, Bullseye? I've been running my show for 4.5 years. I was doing a show before I met Joe. I was working with other people on YouTube. And I never made it about money, man. I don't make it about money. I make a decent amount. I'm happy with what I make. I'm happy with the people that support me. You know what I mean? I don't go and reach out to other people's donators. Like, Joe says that about me all the fucking time. But the truth is, I've never contacted one person, not Junebug, not you, not Himmelfarb, not the Goon, not fucking Schleppy, not all the big names that have put Joe in the house he's in, right? And put him in the spot that he's in. I have never, ever spoken foul or contacted these people. And I could stand here and say that truthfully and not have to worry about one piece of evidence coming out against that. Not worry about one of those guys saying, no, that's true. That's not true. Kenny did contact. No, I don't have to worry about any of that. Any of it. Because I tell nothing but the truth, man.
That is
nothing
true.
but the truth. Nothing
This is why I think Joe Cronin is kind of paranoid about this. He actually thinks YR and you guys do that.
Yeah.
That's why I think you guys should talk to him about this. Like,
kind of?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, he does, dude. And I try to prove it every week. No, man. Dude, how many times have people come on these shows and I said, hey, Junebug, did I ever reach out to you? No, you never did. Hey, Himmelfarb, did I ever reach out to you and say anything about Joe and try to persuade you not to donate or be friends with him? No, you never did. Every single one, I proved that I didn't do what he accuses me of. But he still thinks I do it. It's weird. Meanwhile, Scott's the one who befriends all these people in the chats, and then as soon as he becomes friends with them, he starts them thinking something about Joe and starts saying shit about Joe and doing shit, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, the person's all fucked up and leaving the community. Happens all the time, man, and I get blamed for
this
it.
is why. Yeah, this is kind of why. Too many say I'm against this. Come on, dog. Seriously.
Beat the goddamn shit out that dog.
Come on.
I swear to God, if you bark one more time.
What kind of dog is it? Or him?
Dude, I've been doing shows
like
4.5 years in this community, and I love every minute of it, bro. I would never kill myself or, man, I love my life.
Yeah, Bullseye, what's your opinion about like Joe bashing his equipment, waffling his microphone, like breaking his equipment that you donators pretty much paid for? What's your opinion on that as a whole? I will bend for you.
I will bend for thee.
Ken, what time are you going live tonight?
45.
45 minutes?
8:45. And the Tommy tweet. Oh my God, dude, what this guy did. Oh my God. What happened to the show, man?
Yeah, seriously, what happened?
Everything all right?
No, I was waiting. Bullseye asked him a question real quick. He's muted.
Unfortunately, I can't contribute much today.
I know you sound bad. Heal up so we can, put in some work.
Yeah, I have tons of shit to go over too. I mean, I have all this stuff, but dude, I can't even stand. Can't even sit.
Your body's breaking down because of all that fucking dab shit, bro.
No. It's just
battery.
It's just bad nausea and reading with pain, and it's almost to the point where you.
You think you have COVID? You think you have COVID-19, coronavirus?
No.
All right.
It's just my body does this, kind of breaks down, and I can't fucking move. I can't barely talk. I can't comprehend. I'm pretty much like a blob.
Plenty of harm done, huh? Jesus.
Plenty of harm done.
Damn, bro.
A shout out to Nicky J. He's on with Cronin over there. Cronin couldn't stand Nicky J being over here. Interesting.
Must be the lack of meat.
Don't worry about that.
This will only be 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Yes.
Don't worry about that, YR. You don't want to put pressure on people like that.
No, it's not pressure. Joe reached out to Nicky J behind the scenes to.
Yeah, but
who knows? Nicky J might call here in 2 minutes. Who knows?
He reached out to him, so he wouldn't come on here.
All I know is I haven't reached out to anybody behind the scenes, not one fucking living soul, and I'm happy about that because I don't need to. I don't need to do that shit, man. I don't need to play that game. I'm not playing that game.
Listen,
I'll let these trolls and these scumbags, and you know something? There's good trolls out there, too. There's good trolls out there. There's trolls out there that are good trolls. They don't hurt people, but they find out information. They know what's going on. They come back with the truth. They keep eye out for shit, and they know the deal. And they're not stupid. And they see through people. And they know when people are fucking doing stuff and getting shit together and playing tricks behind the scenes. And these people get exploited constantly, man. Constantly. Because they got big mouths. They got big fucking mouths, And it's the same people that dox people. It's the same people that put people's information in the chats. It's the same people. Same fucking people.
I'm sure.
We got some more folks calling in right now.
Joe.
We got some more folks calling in right now.
Yeah, what kind of folks you got calling in?
We got some people that you might not. Scott McKinnon, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
bro.
Nicky Nines, how you doing?
Bro, you got a pizza, bro.
Bro, be my friend.
What's up?
Please.
Buy me some liquor, man.
I need someone, please.
What's cracking, boys?
What's up?
So, Nicky Nines, brother, how you doing, papito?
You know, same old, same old.
Did you see Cronin stole your show name or whatever? Did you see he's...
Why?
Dude, how could he sit there and say no harm done when he played
Oh,
fucking
wow.
sound bites for 2 weeks straight like a pussy?
But he doesn't listen to anybody.
Oh, I
How
don't
does
care
he
about
know
that,
what's
dude.
going on?
I think he's doing it because he thinks maybe it upsets people, but
Right.
no one really gives a shit.
I'm going to mention Bullseye on my show tonight. I'm going to mention Bullseye and give him a shout out.
His depleted viewers surely don't.
I'm going to give Bullseye a shout out and all of the JCS Army. Come on over. Get converted.
Yeah, get converted, baby.
Fucking guy, man. This guy. I swear, he comes on live now. Fucking
So,
twat.
Nikki, now that you're here, we talked about this earlier. What do you think, obviously, about Joe associating with a known criminal? And essentially, after the whole tribunal thing, essentially anyone that touches Scott is now stained permanently. I mean, like, what do you see in Cronin's mind?
Well, I mean, it's probably like his fucking underwear shit stained. But I don't know, dude. The dude, I gotta guess, homeboy has something on him. Like, so, he has to have something on him. Is that, or it's just the fact that he's got nowhere else to go? Ultimately, what it is, because I talked about it earlier a bit, and I was like nobody in their right mind would have anything to do with Scott, like legitimately, and like unless they were like forced in a position to have to deal with him, you know, and especially Joe. Like Joe don't have to. This is, you know, at the end of the day, it's he started the community and all that shit, so he could go to and from wherever he wants, but he purposely always chooses to go over to him. And I don't know, dude. Maybe he likes the guy. Maybe he relates to him. Maybe he has deep conversations. But I will say this: the funny thing I find is that Joe will literally sell anybody out for the guy. So I mean, it's pretty strange to me, you know. Like why? Like what purpose? Like, can Scott be funny sometimes? Sure, he has times where he's funny, you know, but like, he's such a detriment to himself and others that's like, what's the point, dude? There's no point in even talking to him, because it's just, you know where it's gonna end, you know. So
yeah, the bad outweighs the good, man, big time.
Yeah, like I think I heard Wire playing a clip the other day of Goodman saying, "Oh, Wire's not allowed to be friends with me or anything because he's being strong or something. It's okay." And I'm just like, dude, like, he could be friends with you,
he doesn't want to
but
be friends with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, he could do what he wants, and anybody can do what they want. But it's like, dude, you know what's gonna happen. It's the same thing that always happens. It's the same thing that's happened like 15 times in the past year.
Yeah.
So,
There's no
I mean,
sense in it. You got to just stop eventually, because the same thing, you always get the same outcome. Being friends with him or being cool with him, it's always the same outcome. You know, so it's like you have to cut it out eventually. You know, and Joe can't do that. He can't cut it out. Like, and he had his golden chance to. I remember you, Nikki, saying, Joe, this is to you, man. You know, like, here's your chance, bro. Like, we don't need to be friends. You know, like, we don't even need to shake hands. Like, but just get on the same page as far as getting Scott out of here and not even responding or interacting with him and deading that. And then we don't all have to talk shit about each other, and we can all move forward. You, the JCS Army, us, what we're doing, Ken, what he's doing, you know, Dave, everybody can move forward now, you know, under one thing and just keep going. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to do shit together, all blah, 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 blah. But here's the golden opportunity to finally cast this cancer out of our lives. You know, you have your chance here. And Joe knows it, because if Joe was truthful, he would sit there and tell you, yeah, dude, he's done a ton of damage to a lot of things and a lot of people. And, you know, if Joe wants this to keep going this way, where his supporters get woken to the fact that Joe just keeps playing around with fire, well, then we have to keep waking them up. We're going to keep waking them up. We're going to keep going at them and waking them up.
Keep checking them. That's the thing.
That's it.
You can't be pointing and wagging the finger at other people. Oh, they're doing 10-hour shows on me, which we're not. And yet associating with the guy that literally would do 24-hour fucking streams on people. And on that fucking clip, he said, "Oh, these grown adults reviewing it." Fuck
I
you.
know. Can you believe it? Can you believe Scott is saying that? Like, he thinks just because he deleted his past that, it never happened. I never was on shows 24/7. I never was on shows the minute Joe wouldn't answer for me doing my own live stream, talking about Joe's family and his kids and his life and his job. Oh, no, that never happened because it doesn't exist. No, it happened. Yeah. You were the guy who came on going at Joe first, questioning him, talking all kinds of shit about his life, his family, his kids.
Yeah, Bullseye, go back to monetize this 100. Yeah. And that's the start of Scott terrorizing Joe and terrorizing the community.
You want to see what's what? Exactly. Go to monetize this 100.
I laid it out very well during the tribunal.
Yeah, you did. You did.
At this point, I don't know, man. I don't even care, dude, because I see Joe for what he is. I've never been enamored with him. Never.
All right, well, leave the fucking call then, douchebag. If you don't fucking care. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, okay. Wire's back on the menu.
No, but listen. Okay. No, like I think what you're trying to say is like the Scott shit you don't care, but like the Joe shit is the issue, kind of, right?
Well, like I don't give a shit about his donators or any of that shit. If this dude wants to donate $1,000 to him a day, I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care about waking anyone up to anything. I just call it like I see it, and I can be wrong. But when a dude does the thing he does and he's slimy as he is and he talks shit about people and he uses people and treats them like they're fucking pieces of garbage, I'm going to fucking say, hey, you're kind of a cunt, aren't you? And if people choose to listen to that, that's fucking cool. Because I know I don't ever want anything to do with the guy. Like, legitimately, I've met the people in this community that I want to deal with, and they're on the fucking call. A few aren't, I have no desire to deal with him because it's just going to be bullshit. Like, he has no fucking clout that I care about. He's got nothing to offer me because I know that one day if fucking time was right, he'll just sail me down the river. And that's the kind of guy he is. I don't got time for people like that. I got time for people that have my fucking back and are cool with me. And that's everybody on this fucking call. YR depending on the day. Like, I don't know. Joe is what he is, man. I don't give a shit.
I've got something to say. You're strong. People don't want to hear the Joe content, Scott content, drama content, or they want to be on the call and not talk about it. Don't bother showing up. If you're bored by it, why do you show up?
Shut up. Is that it?
SC Steve just likes to prove that everything I've said about him and mestizos is true.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. Nobody's forcing you.
Nobody even brought that up. Thanks for coming out.
Yep.
I am back in. Sorry it took so long. Who would I miss?
Not much.
I can say
45 Foul Mouths Network. We're going to be hitting up Joe, and we're going to be showing a horrible tweet from someone in this community. A tweet from someone in this community that totally is just takes a hold of women and just demolishes them in one tweet, and just speaks on them like they're pigs.
Like literally pieces of meat.
Pieces of meat.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be funny.
It's despicable.
It's gonna be a funny shit. Fucking Tommy NC 2010's got something coming. Wait till he finds.
So do you know who said it? That's my guess.
What? What?
Who said horrible things about women? Is my guess.
Oh, Tommy NC 2010,
well,
bro.
He just did the review.
That guy?
Oh God, yeah. Wait till you see what he said, bro. It's horrible. Wait till you see what he says about Debe.
He's gonna try to claim that he just
still
didn't
a virgin.
know that.
Debe does artwork, Debe does like the artwork and stuff, and she got mad at me last time because I made fun of the picture she made of me, but I look like a fucking mongoloid in it. And I didn't like it.
You did with your broken nose.
Dude, it was so bad. I was like, what the fuck did you do to me?
Yo, am I supposed to be rocking this?
I was like, what the fuck did you do to me? I'll put it in the fucking chat if you guys want to see. I mean, it was fucking so bad, bro. I was like,
I'm dying to see.
oh, God, it was terrible, dude. And I felt bad because she's an artist, and I don't want to be a dick about it, but it was like...
You gotta blame Tommy. He probably gave really bad photos of you.
Oh, my God, it almost looked as bad as Scott Rash. Dude, you know,
he's got a broken nose. He's living the life.
Dude, it almost looked as bad as Scott's rash.
Oh God, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Got a big rash.
Yo,
Still looking very chunky though.
That's true.
He's going for the chunky look.
Yo, Ken.
Yo.
Am I invited to your show tonight or not?
Vita Blue. You and Vita Blue. You want to come on the show? What do you want to do? You want to swing the shit tonight?
Yeah, help y'all out.
Yeah, you want to
anything I can do to help. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, Ken, I don't know if you've gotten it yet, but I'm calling you Manyoki.
Why? What's that?
You know, just like fucking Mr. Nickel calls everyone my nickel. Well, you're Manyoki.
Manyoki?
Manyoki.
My nickel. I can't find that fucking photo now, man. Fuck. Oh, there it is. I got it. I'll put it in there. It's in the chat, Bullsy.
Bullsy, you're not even like you're not really a wrestling guy. Like you're more like a demonetize this type of fan, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, you would have loved monetize this, but
network, baby.
You would have loved monetize this back. You would have loved monetize this back in.
My show's like old monetize this every night, baby. It's the old monetize.
What I will say this: when it comes to wrestling, Joe Cronin.
If your show's like monetize this,
the old one, Dave. All right.
Yeah. Well, exactly. The old one was good. So I'm just saying, you have a good show.
Yeah,
Bullsy, go ahead. I
watched the one where Tommy talks about how he shoved quarters up his ass.
Yeah. No, you got to go back even further.
My first thought about that was, this motherfucker's lying.
How
do you not remember?
I thought you got to go back to despise me.
Are you kidding me?
You got to at least go back to despise me. At least.
Oh.
I don't think he even knows.
I think despise me was episode 60.
So we got the
Yep.
The filing computer
if you go to
here.
like 220 or 230, I think this one Ken was on and Dave Rose, and that's when it was. That was after the 60s.
No, Despise Me was probably 58.
Oh, dude.
That's the golden years, yeah, the golden era.
58.
What the fuck?
Yeah, 58.
Looks...
Despise Me.
That's really Ken?
Well, that's what Deb A thought, but look at his eyes. They look alien-like. They're so huge. They're fucking
You must have
massive.
mistaken Ken for Scott or something. I don't know.
No, it's like it's one of those Instagram filters where it makes the eyes much bigger, like the whole anime crap. So it looks like that.
Oh God, dude, what the fuck?
But the nose, man, it looks like he got beaten in the face with a bat. Look at that nose. Yeah, my name's Kenny. I'm a boxer. No,
I do say she draws way better than me, though.
Right now
she's skilled enough to make a comic book. That's not a bad thing, but we do have to call out this particular image because first of all, Ken doesn't wear a suit, and I know why fucking Tommy did it because he wanted to have like the whole New York fucking mob thing going on there. So he was fucking pasting that onto Ken when Ken hardly ever wears a fucking suit. You gotta realize that, Ken, right? Ken?
Well, he said it was because I was doing a. He said it was because I was doing a an announcing thing in the comic book part that she was drawing me into. That's why she put me in a suit.
Bullshit.
That's what she said.
Whatever.
She said it was a comic. She said it was an announces part that I have.
Let me walk you through what really happened.
You'll hear it tonight.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Ken is part of the mafia in New York, so he's got to wear a suit in this. That's what he did, dude.
I asked him why I was wearing a suit. He said because you're an announcer on the in the storyline. You'll hear it tonight.
He can say whatever the fuck he wants. What I just postulated is the probable truth of the matter.
I have a feeling Debe is going to call in.
I have a feeling that he won't be able to defend himself from what he literally tweeted out today, and I think it's absolutely despicable.
Oh no!
You know, and he could have deleted it all he wants, but we got the screenshots of it. So, sorry, buddy, you're gonna be exposed tonight.
I gotta say, man, dude, did you like put this on there and then delete it right away or something?
I think that's probably what it was. It's just like, oh shit, I maybe went a little too far, or maybe he meant it for private messages. It could have been like a DM. You know, some people like just they don't think and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna post this, and oh, it should have been a DM.
Shit. Well, we'll find out because I'm sure he's gonna.
Yeah, I want to hear his comments on this because he really needs to. He needs to answer. Honestly, he needs to answer for this because it is that serious.
Matter of fact, I'm going to call him real quick, and then I'll hit you up in like 15, 20 minutes when we go live.
Absolutely. All right? I'm here.
All right, guys.
I'll
talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Ken, brother.
Oh, no.
Yo, Ken, can Keith and me and YR call in to your show, or?
I thought you all YR. Why the fuck?
Yeah, but is Keith invited? Is Keith invited too? Because he's a fan favorite over there now.
I think Keith said he wanted to listen. He said he was like, I want to listen tonight. I can't wait to listen.
Let him chill in the cool Florida air.
Yes.
If he wants to call in, he can call in. Yeah.
But that's
good. Well, we're gonna bust open the phone lines, bro.
What is
we'll
your
take
channel's
calls.
name?
Foulmouths Network.
I'll send you. I
think I'm already subscribed to you.
Really?
Yeah.
I just subscribed to you like today.
Jeez,
don't let Cronin hear that. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Dude, you've been.
Let's see how he responds when I said, "Oh, I subscribed to the guy. He's cool."
We get threat from Cronin every day. You know what I mean?
Ask him why he hates white people.
My first thought would just be, hey, the guy's cool, man.
Ask him why he hates white people.
things up with the guy. If you don't, you're just gonna continue attacking them for things they actually don't do.
Because there's no one over there that really speaks up to Cronin or kind of questions him.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
I mean, I question him.
Yeah, but he deleted the comment.
What did he do? Hey, Bullseye, what did he do? Deleted your fucking comments.
Right.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
There you go.
I don't delete anybody's comments.
Now?
I can't believe he did that,
Devious Dave Rose does not seem like a sociopath.
No.
Is that what Joe said about him behind the scenes or something?
No. That's what I've heard in the community chats.
The expulsion of energy, wasting it on somebody that clearly does not care for you, okay? Take from my experience, from Ken's experience, from everybody else's experience on this call, okay? That's what we're all just trying to do. Just trying to give you a little heads up.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen.
Decide who to associate with.
Yeah, Bullseye, exactly, man. You want to be cool with Joe. Like, I would never take offense to it. None of us here would. You're cool with him, man. Like, honestly. You know, but just so you know the truth and you can see, like, what's what. You know, like, there are a bunch of cool dudes here. Like, these are good people and funny and entertaining and have fun and mingle with people. Just like you. You know what I mean? Like,
Bullseye, I got a few videos where I expose Joe on my channel. You know? Check them out if you want. It's up to you.
I think I stumbled upon one where you were talking about Joe Cronin. I was completely unaware about the problems you and Joe had. So that's my first intake of, there's more to it than meets the eye.
Much more.
Yeah, there is.
Two sides to every story, you know? Like the old saying goes. Always.
And just do yourself a favor, man. As long as you stay away from one guy. That's all you got to worry about, man, is just that one dude.
Joe Cronin needs to stay away from Scott McKinnon.
Scott,
really.
Right.
He does, dude.
That's one guy he should.
You know what Scott did? You know what Scott did to Joe's #1 supporter 2 years ago? Joe's #1 supporter 2 years ago, Scott went to, and out of the blue thin air, accused him of being a pedophile.
Yep.
Said he looks like a pedophile. And the guy took took his money, took his donations, took everything, and left Joe. Because of that's the type of shit that you're dealing with here. You know, with Scott. He's a psycho. And still
Scott
Joe is friends
never
with him.
really
I don't get it.
apologized. It's more like, well, I didn't know, so it was fine.
And now he's like,
Don't
I
make those
apologize.
accusations.
He said he apologized to him 2 weeks ago in the chat, and he said everything's totally cool. Of course he's going to say that, man. You're a psycho. You don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah,
so
of course he's going to say that
cool.
his fucking Christian therapist told him to take away his computer and phone, and yet what do we got? Him still fucking streaming. Good job there, Scanty. You've been exposed
Anyway,
again.
I'm going to go take care of this, and I'll hit you up, Dave, in a little while. And yes, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Anybody can call in if they want. We'll have a good time, bro.
Let's fire it up.
All right, boys?
I'm ready to
see you
burn.
guys. Peace, fellas.
Thank you, brother.
And I must
Tony
shout
won't be
out to YR, who has done a great job today.
Well, yeah, I mean, it didn't go as planned because, I mean, it's going to be a different show, another show because Tony is, you know, because I want to review that whole hour with Cronin and shit one of these weeks, in the
Well, you're going to have to do
days.
that at some point after Ken's show, because Ken's show will supposedly be airing in 10 minutes. I would expect a little longer than that because he still has to.
No, I'm sorry. I'll probably, me and Tony and others will probably do that review of that hour probably in a couple days.
Why don't you do it after Ken's show? How about that?
Well, no, because some people, Dave Rose, have a life and a job, and we have to get some rest and sleep.
Absolutely.
Sleep and rest.
But when you do, I'm sure people tune
Bro,
in.
last night recording Scott shit killed me, bro. I woke up late, fucking. Oh my god.
Oh, I hear you, man. You're putting the footwork in, and you know it is being recognized. That is for sure.
And my minnows. I mean, your tabs of the community, your Travis TLCs of the community, your SCs, your keys. You know, my fellow minnows. They help out as well a lot.
Appreciate that.
No, SC, you did have an issue with Nikki Nines. Did you want to kind of?
I think we'll save that for Sunday.
All right. Complaint department.
Sunday. What's on Sunday?
The complaint department, and that's
drama mania.
Well, I am gonna go live during WrestleMania on Saturday, doing a reactions to it. So any wrestling fans, you want to bullshit, talk about Joe, or maybe something big, Scott might be able to monetize this, and
Bowsy, you're more than welcome to join, brother.
That's cool.
He's not a wrestler.
By the way, I would rather bash myself with a hammer than watch WrestleMania.
Exactly.
So you're not a wrestling fan.
Usually my wrestling reviews.
I used to be watching wrestling. I just kind of lost interest of it.
Yes. Usually my wrestling reviews turn into drama shows. So.
Unreal.
Yes.
Unreal.
I kind of sort of pay attention to AW here and there, but even that's kind of almost dying.
I'm a huge Bowsy guy right now. Dead ass, dude. I do not like.
Because he's like, because it's a guy who's cool with Cronin, right? And like a big guy in Cronin's eyes and all that, like because he's a donator. We know how Cronin is.
No issue.
But it's someone who will question Cronin on his behavior appropriately.
Sickening.
And he's a good kid at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
He is. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, brother?
I am 21. I just turned 21 3 months ago. 3 to 4 months ago.
You drink?
Well, I drank once or twice, but it's very rare.
Oh, so you're not much of a drinker. Okay.
What do you like? What is your like? What do you have like a favorite hobby or like? Or do you like? What is your favorite
all
thing?
Of us here, like, either smoke.
I try to keep in shape.
So, like, would you like to do some type of fitness bodybuilding podcast with me? A little 30, 45 minutes?
SC, because I go to the gym.
Well, I need something to do. So.
That would be good, right? SC does go to the gym for real every day. He really does. He's into that stuff.
I'm more of a not home type of guy. So.
Home gym. The home gym with Bullseye on the Wire program. New show. Yeah. There you go.
I prefer cardio activity, so.
Oh, talking about sex, baby.
Yes.
Buzzy.
So I heard you guys don't really like Jarguts. What's the problem with him?
Ugh.
I mean,
I love it so much.
Some people had different tastes at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
I don't know about his content.
that's one guy.
But his laugh really does annoy me.
Because like Cronin, he's gonna tell you. Cronin's gonna tell you all we do is bash people and attack people, which we don't. Because
he told me that right now, like in a DM.
Oh, what is he DMing you? What is he saying?
Oh, he DM'd me like 50 minutes ago, I believe, like after the comment I made.
Yeah, wait, what is he saying?
Well, I don't know.
What's
if I
he
should, like,
saying?
Everyone let Ballsy talk. Everyone let Ballsy talk.
I don't know,
please.
but would it be like doxing him if I do that?
That's not Dave Rose. Would that be considered doxing him? Reading
Are
his
you
feelings?
identifying his exact location? If not, it's not doxing.
All right. Okay. I'll
Don't be a
just
scummy
give
kid.
you the full text then. Is
Yeah,
that
fuck
okay?
it. Yeah,
That's not fucking doxing.
Out loud. You okay with this?
Yes,
Okay.
that's not
still
doxing.
not doxing.
All right, dude. Ryar and them all do shows on me and flag me and reach out to my top. Oh shit. Reach out to everyone who donates to me. You should stay away from that. They're the ones who've ruined almost everything around here, man.
Really?
They do 8-hour streams on me and flag me and report me. If you like me, you wouldn't want to be over there.
Damn,
do whatever,
Dave.
though. I'm just about done with
Do
you.
whatever, though. Yeah.
Wait, did he say? Did he say I'm just about?
bitching in this entire message, but the last line is, "Oh, do whatever."
Did he say?
I'm just a...
Did he say I'm
Oh,
done with
fuck
you
yeah,
or I'm done with YouTube at the end? What did he say?
With
at the end?
YouTube. With YouTube.
So he's almost done with YouTube. Okay, so if Dave Rose, if you want to explain and debunk that, all that was said in there, because number one, Joe Cronin is going behind the scenes to the donators and telling them about us. That's what he says about us, that we do to him.
What he said in the last couple of days, especially about what you've been stating and the people you've been having on your shows, has just clearly sort of revealed that Joe is just plain out lying. He's plain out lying about what people are doing and saying, and just because they might be talking about him, he now creates this fucking huge narrative that, oh, this has been a long-lasting conspiracy, and these people have been talking about me for 8 hours a day. Really, Joe? Really? Again, I made this clear the other day, well, weeks ago, because I did take a little bit of a break. Look at my timeline in making videos. Look at anybody else's timeline, and you'll see who's talked about when. There's been a huge break talking about Scott and Joe, and guess what? These motherfuckers keep flapping their gums. So who's the one that keeps fucking talking again? Not us.
Well, I screenshotted the thing, so just in case if it gets through.
Yeah, if you want to send it here in the group chat, that's fine. That'll work.
I'll send it in a group chat, man, just in case.
Yeah!
If it's absolutely required, use it. Okay. I don't want it to be used like constantly.
Ballsy.
No, I get what you're saying. You're good.
Okay, fine.
Ballsy.
Just go. Just move on. Stop. Just go. Just go.
Dude, you get irritated so quickly. My God. It's Ballsy. I have a question.
Yeah.
From here on in, can I call you Ballsy instead of Ballsy?
Listen to this faggotry. Listen to this faggot. You get annoyed so easily.
Steve,
no,
do you
I'm
realize?
Just waiting for you to get to the point.
Do
now
y'all,
you're like,
are y'all
can I call
fucking?
you
Are
Ballsy?
y'all? Do you realize what we just came across here? The great blessing from Ballsy. Do you realize what Joe Cronin just? I mean,
dude, it's Ballsy is very bold.
SC, stop being a low key mestizo, papito. Mucho trabajo, no dinero.
It's mestizo.
I know.
It's the meme.
I know, it just fucking grinds my gears when I hear mestizo.
He does it on purpose.
It's not how you pronounce it.
Welcome aboard, Ballsy.
Why I like your background.
Well, this is the Tony.
He lives with Tony.
Right.
He shares a bed with him and Captain. What's her name?
Come on, Rose. That's.
So it's been sent.
Oh, there it is.
Dude, this is the guy who was in the music industry. Of course, he's fucking shared. Let's just be honest. Like, if this guy was, speaking up, he'd fucking. Dude, I know what these degenerates are all about.
Oh, but if Joe Cronin sees this, I guess I'm an enemy of Joe Cronin now.
No. We have your back. For free, no money. I don't give a shit about that. Joe will have you back if you keep donating, though. So only. Multiple people, same route, same deal. Pattern. It's a recycle.
Meat for the grinder. Meat for the grinder. Exactly, Wire.
But I do thank you for your donation yesterday, your contribution, of course, always. So, full co-host, new show, Bullsy, athletic show, bodybuilding show. Bullsy,
hey man, I can
full
give
host.
you tips of what to eat too.
I don't even, bro. I'm like a bullfrog. I really am. I really don't eat.
You into a bodybuilding regime now, there, Bullsy?
In a way, yeah. I wanted to be big always, but I've always been lean and fit. You know.
Because you know that Nikki Nines.
Look at this. Look at me. I'm skinny. Am I like you?
Yeah, but you know Nikki Nines does powerlift, right?
Bullsy.
I did not know that. Like,
yeah,
Bullsy.
he's big into that. You should.
Well, and
he's got friends in Vegas with that Nick Best guy. Wait a second, Steve. Who's friends with Mars Mira, and who's also friends with Ryback. And like this guy's a huge power lifter, and yeah. So if you're looking to build in that direction, talk to Nicky, man. That he knows his shit. Sorry, Steve. Please proceed.
Thank you. So the key to that, I would say, it's first of all what you eat, and especially taking the protein shakes after the workout. You need protein, 1 scoop. Banana, make it thick as possible, bro. Thick. Peanut butter, bananas, strawberries.
How do you make it thick? Do you put in ice cream?
You could throw that in there too, bro.
That's how you make it thick. Like
well, you do it with milk instead of water.
You got to put the ice in, right? You got to put a lot of ice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it thick. You're supposed to take it half an hour to an hour after you're working.
I see what you're saying.
And it seems like the FMN network is live now, so...
Are they live for real? My bad.
Yep.
My bad. Ah, fuck.
It's Bullsy.
Yeah.
FMN right now, brother.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us here.
Man, it's nice to be here, actually. Nice. Again, it's kind of a different perspective I'm getting, and it's a whole lot more perspective.
Well, you get a lot. We can talk a lot over here. There's no donation interruptions, really, because I did the donations different when people donate here. I do like a custom, personalized song every time they donate. Because if you do if you do the other Streamlabs OBS program, like it kind of freezes at times. So I get the donations in, but I make it more personable. You know what I'm saying?
And we talked about today. We call 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there.
Yeah, we do keep in touch with our people and people on the shows and shit. We have Skype group chats. We talk during the day and clips and anything like that. So
yeah, man. So when I talked to you guys yesterday, it's like, whoa, I expected oh, you're an idiot for liking this guy. I really did.
No, that's like an asshole thing. That's what Joe expects us to do, and that's what Joe blames us for. But he never has proof, bro.
He never has proof. He'll always say things and never show proof.
Unless this is a way of you guys buddying me up and saying, this guy's an asshole, but you're good here. Is it? I'm fucking with you.
Well, no, because my channel... Well, hold on. See, my channel has always been about... My channel has always been about giving people airtime, letting people talk, like the Outcast, if you want to call it, or... Because you don't... On the other shows, they're good and stuff, but... The donations interrupt a lot of shit, the flow and shit. So, but a lot of people get a lot of airtime here. That's why we do 15-hour shows some days, 5-hour shows. But you're giving us a chance by interacting with you, and you ran out of. It's like no one, what Joe just sent you in that DM. That's what he does to everyone else, and we don't get to interact with a lot of Joe's people because he has that narrative on me, Ken, everyone else that was on this call today about us. So when we get an opportunity, when we get an opportunity,
I don't think Joe is actually associating with him, but it's still weird that you called him up. And if it's just to clear things up, I'm okay with that. But I haven't really heard about him calling you guys up to clear things up.
Well, that's been tried in the past, but.
Or did you try to call him to clear things up at all?
Joe?
You have?
Joe, yes. He's been on here with Ken a couple times, 4 or 5 times.
He comes here and then his excuse is, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about somebody else. Why do you think it's...
No, I don't know if Joe gets drunk during the shows and calls out because he does. He just, we know he's calling us out because he knows we do shows and just... There's a lot we gotta teach you, young Padawan.
just realize this.
Again, I don't want to hate Joe so
No,
soon.
no. We don't hate him. We don't hate him. We do to Joe, and I even do to Ken, because I review his shows. We are doing to what Joe does to the wrestling. We review Joe. Joe reviews WWE. He says a lot. He says a lot of outlandish shit about that. And it's a show. I get it. He's joking a lot of times. He says, but a lot of people don't take it that way, and a lot of people, tough New York guys, tough Texas guys, don't take words like that to heart. I mean, they take stuff seriously sometimes because, there's only certain words you can say until, okay, this ain't no joke anymore.
Yeah.
Joe has a huge issue with Ken. So.
Well, I don't know how to approach that. Like, man, I think Joe's like paranoid, but it's like so. That's why he probably goes around the scenes. Like, I don't want to say their names, but I do think it's them.
Yes.
So that's
what was in this box?
So I guess that's why he goes behind the scenes. I think it's them, and it's just like, wow. Like, I can't really blame him for being so like this, because he does get a lot of trolls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how do you deal with that? If I was in that position, I wouldn't know how to deal with that.
And by the way,
we have to understand his situation too.
Bullsy, responding to him saying that we flag him, we don't.
Well, I don't think you guys do, but
now
who knows? I could be wrong.
Now,
I
have said this, and I still stand by this, for the record, because he has bullied Tommy's friend who's obese. He has said she's a hippo, and why would she wear a bathing suit knowing she looks like that?
Yeah, the lady who basically drew the picture of Ken for the Tommy's comic book they were talking about earlier, Bullsy, that's who Joe was talking about in that clip he's talking about.
And
which I could send to you.
Well, no, he's talking about Ashley, what I'm talking about.
Oh.
But
same girl, whatever.
My point is, it's sad that he picks on people who aren't part of this community, and to make fun of them, and if they listen to that, something could happen. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't stand for that. Like, I'm gonna flag it, and I've told people, you know what? Flag his shit if he's really doing something that's appropriate to flag, not flag for like, oh, he said faggot, I'm gonna flag. No, when he's legit fucking going in on these people who aren't even part of the community. Like, you know what?
I said some fucked up shit too.
But I've also said, you know what? This is many months ago I've said this. So now I have said that. Nobody else has. So I'm telling you this before he tells you, oh, they're lying. They're lying.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I can't really respond to that. It's just like, how can I defend it?
Well, please don't respond. No.
Well, I think the best thing is that you come here and you listen to both sides and you take your own perspective and your own view.
Well, if Joe Cronin is willing to talk to me personally about this, I may get a full grasp.
Yeah, but he's gonna tell, bro. I'm telling you,
just
like the text you sent from him, he's gonna tell you a bunch of bullshit. And there's one Joe. There's one. No, listen. There's one Bullsy. There's one Joe Cronin, but there's 20, 30, 40, 50, hundreds of people on this side, on the good side, on our side, that can back a lot of shit up against Cronin, bro. Cronin only has himself. He doesn't have anything to back it up. That's one person, him saying all this bullshit, and we have the proof and evidence to